Sorry about that, guys. I was just trying to get my stream back on YouTube. Right, it looks like we might have a bit of a busy stretch. So let me get my flight radar screen so I can actually see it. I can see it. Yes, we have a nice queue, and we are starting with Heathrow Milan on the A320. Which should be with us anytime soon. Right, welcome to Heathrow over on YouTube. It's a murky day, so it's not the clearest pictures, but we've got a bit of activity going on. I haven't been streaming for a long time, guys, so this is it's fairly almost new to me. Trying to get these two cameras to see exactly the same thing. Right. They are seeing exactly the same thing. So let's see what happens with this 777-300 from American Airlines. And to Dallas. Right. I'm even going to try the zoom on YouTube. Can't zoom on TikTok, sorry guys. But I can on YouTube. It'd be frightening if I knew what I was doing. Alright, who's that? Oh, it's One World, Cathay Pacific. Flew Cathay Pacific on their A350 one Christmas Eve. And I had what you call an economy flatbed. Because the cabin was empty. So I had 3 seats all to myself, and I made myself a cozy little nest, and it was flying to Hong Kong, and I had about 14 hours, and it was at the height of the not the height of the pandemic, but it was Omicron or something like that arrived in, and basically the rules changed. Well, literally I was in the sky, landed in Hong Kong, everything changed. I thought I was going to a detention centre. But instead I went to the first class lounge, and on my YouTube channel you will find a video of me spending Christmas Day in the first class lounge at Cathay Pacific. Oh, we got back to double figures. Is it time to smash the likes? And it's Lufthansa to Frankfurt next. On the on the A320neo. Went to Frankfurt last year. Of course, if you like a bit of spotting, you're going to love a 747, and it is basically the place to go and see the 747s. Lufthansa show no signs of retiring it, fingers crossed. And out of there, they're flying the 747-400 and the 747-800. Now, everybody in the UK, not everybody, but a lot of us in the UK get very excited when we see a 747-400. And it'll attract a crowd at Myrtle, and yeah, people are making a point of it. It was almost like at Frankfurt, yeah, whatever, 747. Oh, Marion, thank you very much for the likes. I think I've got the bearings of this. That's it. Oh, whoops. And we've a big Boeing from British Airways, which is going to Houston. Should be pretty warm there. 2,000 likes. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're very kind. I don't understand what's going on, but, you know, it's all good, isn't it? There we go. Oh, more likes from Marion. Join Marion and like the stream. Let's see if we can get back up to double figures. That A350. Glorious. But it's foggy. So that's your lot. Oh, look down there. That's Heathrow. That's the bit you don't normally see. Hive of activity. So you've got BAA 320 with Virgin Atlantic's A330, which is going to Bridgetown. London Dusseldorf, a BA A319. And American Airlines 787 Dreamliner. Ooh. And we've got some propellers coming up. We have the Logan Air. So all pretty busy. 3.1 thousand likes. So what have we got here? Hello, Webbo. Are you still online? This has been a while. Yeah, it's been a long while. It's been a long while on everything, basically. One, I didn't really stream after the pandemic. I wanted to build a separate Some Bloke Plane Spotting channel. Didn't want to overlap. And also, you know, with the guys, Martin, Andy and Matt over at Airliners Live, they do the best streaming. So I wasn't doing that, but I was down at Heathrow filming content for Some Bloke Plane Spotting. And I'd actually booked hotel rooms, and I thought I'd do some live streams. So hence a couple of live streams. And I'm being ambitious and trying to get it over on TikTok. And I might do some more. But again, it's like this morning, it's no problem. I will stream till about 11:30, I would have thought. But tomorrow's Friday, and I'm not going to stream against Airliners Live. It's just bad manners. I mean, I got a handful of people on here. You know, it's not. I'm not affecting their viewing. I just think it's impolite. You know, we've always got. You know. Anyway, that's it. So, right. It is the bomb. Right, what's happening now? What's happening? That looks teeny weeny. So we've got BA's A319 off to Dusseldorf. Never been to Dusseldorf. Wasn't that where Alvida's own pet were? They're in Dusseldorf. 4.2 thousand likes, and there's 6 people watching the stream. That doesn't quite add up to me. But like I said, I don't know how this really works. I wish I could get more zoom on it. Tomorrow's location, much closer to the action. This is a great view, but the room I'm in is not the room to book. Greetings from Exeter. Hello, Exeter. Melody Moonbeam. What a name. What a fantastic name. You're not going to wake up and be moody with a Melody Moonbeam in your life, are you? Yeah, I actually booked the suite here at the Hilton. Because I kind of looked at the floor plan. They give you the floor plan on the app. That's brilliant. And it looked like I had 2 windows. And it looked like I had 2 windows facing both runways. And I thought I was being ambitious. I thought I could do everything. But all I've got is that's one side. All I've got is this view. Now, the reason you come to the Hilton is the runway bar. And the runway bar has just got the best views at Heathrow. But you can't take a big camera up there. You can't take a tripod. So it's filming off the iPhone. But using the 15 Pro Max and a small rig, I got some great content last night, which will be going up on the channel in the next couple of days on both YouTube. Is anyone over on YouTube? Both on YouTube and on TikTok. So I'll be doing that. But I have stayed at the Hilton before. And the trick at the Hilton that I've now worked out is don't go flash, don't go for the suites. Book an executive high floor room. And that will give you direct facing. As you see, I've got the runway at an angle. But the hotel has an arm that goes across. And that's direct. So we'd be getting a lot better views of this. If only I'd not been so posh. But I went posh, didn't I? So yeah, that's the trick. So I'm sort of planning on doing this once a month now. Hopefully getting away somewhere at the same time. But come down to Heathrow, pick 3 good spots, and yeah, I'm not going to stand. I mean, today it would. Well, Myrtle Avenue wouldn't be till this afternoon, and it's supposed to be raining cats and dogs this afternoon. So if I was planning on doing it without using the hotels, I wouldn't be able to do the live streams. So I'm not standing in a field and getting hypothermia. But I will relax in a hotel. I'll see what's coming up in a minute, because I think it's time for a cup of tea. Going posh doesn't always pay. Said that to David Beckham. Yeah, the big Premier Inn Bath Road, that's got the little garden at the back. Well, it's not particularly a little garden. And you do get some really good views there, some very close-up arrivals. And I've bobbed there a few times. And basically, like I said, you do get some good stuff. But you only get a short period of time. You get about a 10, 12-second clip. The car park next door is quite good. The Premier Inn that I prefer, and if I'm staying in the Premier Inn, and I think the Premier Inn is great. I mean, this morning, the Premier Inn at T4 will be fantastic, because you get a parallel from floor 7 and floor 6 are good, but I go floor 7, the extra £10-15, you guarantee you're getting a runway view. But on floor 7, you get some direct access views, and you get, I don't know, 15 seconds. You sort of get a continuation of Myrtle Avenue, and that's the other good thing about the Premier Inn at T4 is you can walk to Myrtle Avenue. So what I think for the next trip is do a Premier Inn, another spot here. I would just book the cheaper room, and yeah, and of course you've always got to play around with Heathrow's alternations, which is another bit of magic. What we got coming up? I think we got that Logan Air. So have we? I tell you what, it does look like it's brightening up, which would be great. Because then we get more activity. Yeah, I think T4, I mean, I normally find it to be the cheapest out of the three. And the other thing with the T4 is, obviously, if you're flying from T4, you consider it. But it's just as easy. There's a bus stop outside that will take you straight into T5. And it's as quick to get from Premier Inn T4 to Terminal 5 as it is to get to Terminal 5 from Bath Road. So, yeah, it's definitely a hotel of choosing. I like Premier Inn. I'm a bit of a fan, you know. I think they... did I completely miss that Logan Air? Did it go up while I was wittering away? Probably. But anyway, I have another hotel that I'm moving to this afternoon. The meal deal. I do like the breakfast. It's the breakfast. I'm guilty of going back up a couple of times. I think let's concentrate on planes, not sausages, Christopher. That's what we need to be doing. Sausages are for later. Planes now. Yeah, it's still a bit murky out there. Right, just hold you there. Right. That's about... You're just going to have to stay. The method in me madness. I'm just trying to... give a fixed shot. Right, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. Won't be long. To the two of you on YouTube, thank you very much. You're most appreciated. Right, kettle's on. Milk, 2 sugars. Oh, surely the moonbeam's sweet enough without sugar. Posh hotel, mind you. And UHT milk. Oh, we've got KLM. Oh, thanks for the follows, guys. It's really appreciated. And I do post on the channel, page, whatever we call it. I do post on TikTok 5, 6, 7 times a day. And there's some, obviously, I've got some great footage on this trip down to Heathrow. So that's good. So, can you hear the kettle boiling? I can. So it's time. Why does this never want to do what it's told? I think that's that, isn't it? Oh, I've got to complete a verification. That's what happens when you go and have a brew. Right. Stay there. Watch the Cathay Pacific tail, because you never know, it might do something. And I'll go make a cup of tea. Morning, Dr. Ottman. Morning, everybody. Thanks, Ricky, for the follow. Oh. Right, I'll go and put milk in my tea and then I'll be back. Right, where were we? Well, thank you, Doctor. You called me while I was making a cup of tea. Maybe I should make the tea more often. That is the A319 off to Edinburgh. Right. Can we get... I think we can squeeze out another half an hour. Half an hour at Heathrow. I can see some fairly heavies coming down on flight radar. So can we have a go on that like button again? See what we can do. See if we can get a few more in. So, and like I said, tomorrow mornings we should have some better audio because the hotel I'm staying in is older. There may even be access to open the windows there. I don't know. If there is, I'll just dangle a microphone out. He says, with a complete confidence, someone who hasn't got a clue what he's doing. JAL, never flown with them. Wouldn't mind it. Little short hop to Tokyo. It's got to be a 14-hour flight, hasn't it? United looks 767 there. Yeah, I've got flight radar. Unfortunately, I didn't set up particularly great today, and I can't see flight radar as I'm looking at the camera. So I'm having to go away and look, and it's not on a touch screen, it's on my laptop. So I have to click on the mouse, and that's why I'm not on the ball with this. So yeah, like I said, I am planning on doing this regularly. For the 3 people watching on YouTube, you will be pleased to know I'm going to upgrade the YouTube. I'm going to have a play around with that this afternoon. So there might be a few bonus streams going out on YouTube this afternoon because I can see it's juddery. It's not good. And I'm not sure where the weak link is because I don't remember it being like this last time when I was streaming a few years ago. It may be a case of update the camera, which of course is an expense, but for the rest of what I do, maybe a 4K camcorder is not a wild extravagance. So yeah, that may be an option. But of course, it's the actual connection that's the problem, and I can't this morning I haven't had time to test it and play around. So what I will be doing is having a look at that this afternoon, because it's due to rain. So I think I'm going to be filming content out of the hotel window. Setting up properly for tomorrow. Prop up the hotel bar for a little bit, you know, show my support for the hospitality industry and see what I can do. Oh, look there, Malta there. Maybe I could go to Malta. Malta's sunny, isn't it? Or Aer Lingus to Dublin. No idea what made me think of that. I could do Aer Lingus to Dublin, and then I could do Dublin direct to Manchester. But Dublin won't be hot. I really want to do Zurich, but I've looked at what I've got in my case, and I have not packed for Zurich. Not really packed for England. I've packed for chilling out in hotel rooms. This is definitely Heathrow. It's not Luton. Are there any Moroccan airplanes here today? There's normally a Royal Air Maroc every day. It's a daily service. Might even be twice a day. There's nothing showing up at the moment. But yeah, Royal Air Maroc do fly. They're a One World partner, so they have a direct route to Heathrow. But if someone wants to have a look on Flight Radar, I'm sure there will be. I flew Royal Air Maroc, not December just gone, the December before. I had a nightmare at Casablanca Airport. Royal Air Maroc was okay. It was like going back in time. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but it was like going back in time flying Royal Air Maroc. The seats were comfy, but they were big. It wasn't like the airlines now who just pack in these tiny, thin seats. But what really was going back in time was the old school shared TV screen. Mind you, they're only short flights. You don't get shared TV screens on anything short haul in Europe otherwise. And the old classic, I mean, when I was flying in the 90s and the late 80s, the old classic of they showed silent movies because they were international. That's how Mr. Bean became so famous, was sort of the silent movie. You could show a TV show and it was international because, of course, if it was a shared screen, you couldn't do shared translations. Although there were different audios, you know, on some flights, like you could watch a movie and it was dubbed into Spanish and English, and they were actually showing Laurel and Hardy. I kind of quite enjoyed going back in time, watching a bit of Laurel and Hardy. Right. You stay there. Let's have a slurp of the tea. Mind you, the tea can wait, because we've got a British Airways A350. And it is getting foggy. Oh, it is actually getting quite bad. I thought it was clearing up a minute ago. Right. That is the visibility at Heathrow. What will happen? Watch this space, they say. yeah, it's not great visibility. So that's looking rather horrible, isn't it? Right. Oh, I don't think we're going to see much, are we? Well, let's see what happens with this Delta 767. Can you make it out? Right. Well, that's no fun, is it? No, I think we've lost it. Give it a couple of minutes, but I think we're done. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to post some content from last night, and so there should be some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, keep those likes coming. There's like for the rain. Yeah, not great at all, is it? Oi, oi, Chris, indeed. Yeah, yeah, it's a strange return. I'm actually on the wrong channel. I started this stream because I set up a new plane spotting channel, but I wasn't live streaming on it. It was just content. And I wasn't going to live stream because, you know, if I want to watch a live stream, I watch Airliners Live. But I don't know if you know, I was pretty ill last year. I had a DVT. And it went post-thrombotic, and it's caused me a lot of problems. And I've pretty much been an antisocial bugger. So I've lurked on the Airliners Live, but I don't engage like I used to. No, it's my reason. Nothing to do with the guys. And I think it's tremendous they hit the 1 million subscribers, and you know they are the best channel out there. I did actually. I was filming at the Renaissance yesterday. Some content, and I was about 200 feet away from Jerry. And it was like the panning shot I was doing. Every shot I was getting Jerry in. I didn't have much choice in the matter. So I don't know whether to edit him out. I will leave him in a few bits. I've got nothing against Jerry at all. I think when he's filming planes, he's the best not the best in the business. That's Andy and Martin and Matt. But when he's filming, his channel's brilliant. But yeah, some things. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, so the leg was bad. But I started the plane spotting channel, which has gone really well. I've got about 8,000, 7,000 subscribers on Some Bloke Plane Spotting. But I haven't got the watch hours, so I thought I'd come and do a few live streams because the watch hours would be nice. This is awful, isn't it? Yeah, I don't blame anyone for going away, but if there's a couple of people sitting there, yeah, that is Heathrow. But yeah, it's not great. So yeah, I'm going to stop these streams because they're pretty pointless. And if the weather breaks this morning, I will be back. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning.